Let them take me as far as they want to go. And it's time for me to say, they won't break me, I'm braver than I know. I was made for this. Oh, such a time as this. Oh, I was made for this.
Because it's hard.
Right.
It's hard to tell your body what to do and then to make your body listen.
Right.
So,
Okay.
what we're going to do is we are going to catch our bubbles on our bubble wand.
Got it?
Okay.
And once you're like, oh, I can do this, I get this makes sense to me, you're going to catch as many as you can.
Okay.
That is your bubble family. And you're going to name them each.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
so
on it.
ready.
Good luck. The most I've ever seen in a bubble family is 8, and it was done by a 5-year-old.
Am I doing this correctly?
My bubbles aren't even.
There is no wrong way to catch a bubble.
How do I catch them and blow them at the same time?
Oh.
Am I all done now? I caught two. Heidi,
try
I'm
again.
taking your bubbles.
And once you catch a family, you can re-blow them through your bubble wand,
Oh,
which is
okay.
pretty cool.
My family just
Hold on, my family
popped.
went away.
There are some really talented people out there that can catch bubbles in bubbles.
Okay, we gotta go higher. That was my whole problem the first time. All right, come on, family.
1.
Come on, family.
2. Oh, I popped it.
Come
I
on.
still have 1.
Oh
You
my
have
gosh,
one
my
as well.
family is, they're letting me down. You can
Oh.
do this. Pay close
I have
attention.
1.
Okay, I've only gotten to 2. How did somebody get 8?
I know.
Incredible, right?
I had 2. Oh.
Oh, I have twins.
3. No, it died. Hold
Oh,
on.
I've got.
Did you expect
I had-
bubbles to walk you through your brain and to
No.
No.
be so
Who knew-
strategically incredible?
Is this why bubbles have been around forever and are just? They will. I think bubbles will never go out of style. They're never not going to be fun. Kids
Good
are
for you.
always going to love them.
And my
only got
mission
2.
in life is to bring bubbles inside.
I love it.
I'm going to keep bubbles in my house. I
Yep.
mean, I do have bubbles in my house, but they're going to have to be brought to the lake now too. So.
I love
and,
that.
And I think
everywhere.
it's important to remember 2 things. 1, if you need to start off slow, take bubbles in the bath and just blow them. Then take bubbles into a dry bath with your clothes on. Then allow them in the rest of your home. Sometimes we need change in habits take time, right?
Yep.
So sometimes we need to see oh, that's okay. That's okay. The other thing I want to encourage, if somebody's like, oh gosh, that's way too messy. Well, honestly, take this and just spill it on the ground and tell me how long it takes you to clean up.
Yeah,
It's going to take you 30 seconds.
And you've got a nice clean spot on the floor. It's fine.
How long does it take the person in your home who struggles with transitions? A 30-second bubble cleanup
Right.
is going to be so worth
The benefits.
the
too.
benefits. The benefits of bubble
So many
work
things to
is
think about. I love that.
Robert has no idea what's coming to our house.
Those are bubbles. Those are bubbles.
I love it.
Those are bubbles.
I love it.
So we've done sand trays to
Yep.
support our brain and healing and expression. We have done bubble work to support our brain healing and just true breath work
Yes.
to create mindfulness and energy in our brains.
This is all absolute minimal cost things
Oh, yes.
that are very effective and so useful. I mean, I can see parents doing this with their kids at home
Right.
and incorporating. It's not going to be a budget breaker. Just find things that you have and make things happen.
My rule of thumb is using tools that are so affordable that if it's outside of the budget of a parent or a family, I can purchase it for them.
I love that. Yeah.
Love
That
it.
is fantastic. Yep. So this was a hyper or a hypo?
Well, it started very hypo, right?
Yeah.
But think about as we
It got
transitioned.
really hyper.
Yes.
Then you're catching multiple ones
Yeah.
on a stick.
Yep.
A tool can be both, right? A tool can be both. So that's why it's important. We're always paying attention to our heart. That's a tool I use in my home and in my practice all the time with kids and families. Is feel your heart. When it starts to slow down, your body is telling you it's ready for what's next. And if you need some space, let's do it. And sometimes it's helpful for kids to feel my heart and their heart.
Okay.
Right? So I'm feel mine and
this.
feel yours. And there's some intimacy in inviting somebody to hold your chest,
Into that space.
right?
Right.
And for them to feel my heart beating slow, some of the families and kids and parents I work with, they have never felt their heartbeat slow.
Oh, right.
Because
So-
of the nature of life for them.
Yes. So feeling my heart, somebody, like I work very closely with the families I work with. So somebody they really care about,
Right.
whose heart is moving slow, is like, oh, well, okay, so I just need to match this.
Right.
And all of a sudden, this capacity and ability to like feel my heart with their heart, it just makes it easier to match, which is why skin to skin works so well with parents and their babies.
Right.
Because that baby is like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But when it can lay on your skin and feel it, it's easier to
Yeah.
match it because role modeling is always a better way to learn.
Yes. Yep.
So I don't say, slow down your heart rate, right? I'm like, feel mine. What's slowing
Oh,
mine down?
yes.
Love it. With some of my patients that I had when I was working as a paramedic, the ones that just really trying to, bring things down, just try to, the calming type thing, I couldn't have, asked them to do that. But I used to tell them, I said, I need you to get your breathing rate down, your heart rate down. But I would just on their wrist do the tapping along with my heartbeat. So and you could see them all of a sudden they'd start to focus on that. And as soon as I could distract them enough to start thinking about that tapping, just focus on that. And it was often my younger patients, they're terrified, scared to death, don't
Right.
know what's going on. And
Probably in their brainstem.
I had
And
no
you were-
idea that this is why it was working. It was
Yeah.
just something that I'm like,
Naturally
well,
did.
It works.
Yeah.
I was desperate. So you
Yeah.
try something, and now having the understanding of why and what that did, I'm excited. I'm really
true
excited
science,
to
right?
take
It
this
is.
and incorporate
Science.
it. Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't we do some feeling work? So, in the world of feelings can be hard to talk about. Feelings can be culturally something that aren't shared. And you might have feelings you feel but not know how to articulate those because, again, when we're processing with language, with words, we're in our cortex. Again, 7% of our brain, 93% of our brain is not.
Right.
Right? And so a lot of people I work alongside, this idea of like sharing their feelings is like unapproachable, right? It also requires vulnerability.
It does.
So
That's
like,
terrifying for people
so
in already
scary.
a bad place.
yeah, yeah. So we use children's literature and books in
Yes.
our curriculum to support the understanding of feelings. One is called How Are You Peeling? And it's foods with moods.
Oh, I love it.
And so it'll be like a strawberry puckering up, or it'll be like an onion who's sad, or a pepper who's feeling loved. So one of the things we do is we use clay to create foods with moods, which is so fun.
I love it.
Spoiler alert: we're not doing that today.
Okay.
we're doing monsters instead.
So-
I like
which are
monsters.
also very cool.
Yep.
So we are going to use the Glad Monster, Sad Monster book. This is an incredible book that I love that invites you to walk through your
seen this?
feelings
This is
through a
great.
monster lens. And then we are going to create both ourselves expressing our feelings as well as monster masks. So while you are reading, I am reading to you.
Okay.
Okay.
You are going to create a monster mask.
Ooh.
And your only job is to create a feeling or the feelings you feel today. And keep in mind, the human brain can hold tons and tons of feelings at once. So if you feel sad, excited, silly, and mad, it's okay that your monster represents that.
Okay.
So these are rainbow etched masks. So you'll need a
Fun.
stick because under here are colors.
I love it.
And it is, I wonder if I have an example in here. I do, but it's black and white. That's not going to be very helpful for you. Well, keep in mind as you etch, you're creating the colors.
Okay.
I also have feathers for you to glue on and to create. And this is your monster that represents the way you feel today.
All right.
Yep.
And I'm going to read to you and you create.
Okay.
I love this.
Here we
I'm
go.
excited.
Glad Monster, Sad Monster, a book about feelings by Ed Emberly and Anne Miranda. Ed and Anne, I use your book all the time. I love it. All right. So the yellow monster says, opening birthday presents, playing ball, slurping ice cream, and dancing with my friend makes me glad. And then this book prompts you to play by inviting you to turn these into masks, which is
Yes.
This is wonderful.
And though this was likely designed for young children, I use this with adolescents, with parents. This is an all-age tool, if you ask me. And this is bibliotherapy, when we take a book and add a play activity and combine them into an opportunity.
I love it.
The red monster says, being bugged by a bug, getting splashed, being laughed at when I fall down, and having someone knock over my blocks makes me angry. When we choose to have feeling-based books in our spaces, offices, classrooms, schools, cars, we normalize feelings. We send the message like, you can talk about feelings here. So as a foster parent, having feeling-based books in our home is really important to us. Sometimes the cue is, will you read this book to me? Right? And it's a great opportunity to be able to remind anyone in our home, like, we talk about feelings here, and we talk about it whenever we need to. And that time might not be convenient,
Right.
but we got to take it.
Yeah.
Oh, preach that. Preach
Right?
that more.
It might not be convenient, but
Model
here we
to
are.
children
This is the
how
time that it needs to be
express
shared.
and that their feelings are important.
Yes.
Yeah. And that, like, you get to decide when you want to share those feelings. There's so many moments in life that we are paused. If in our home we can avoid that as often as possible, we create young adults who have the capacity to share for real.
Right.
Yeah. And that can feel really impossible, right? Life is so busy. It can feel really, really, really hard to hit pause to hear what somebody needs. But if the message always sent is we talk about feelings here, but there's never times to talk about feelings here, what the people in our home learn is like, we don't really talk about feelings here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is
And
why
you-
play is so great, because I might be like, yes, let's talk about it and let's bring this tool and let's do it in the car. Here we go. Right? It doesn't have to be I'm late to everything I'm doing because I'm creating space. It can be we do this together as we go. Here we go.
Absolutely.
This is so good.
The pink monster says, making valentines and rocking baby monster, bacon muffins with Grammy monster, and hugging wiggly puppies. Makes me feel loving. And I love that this is not loved, but loving.
Yes.
We do a great job talking about like what makes you feel loved, the languages of love. But this book is about me showing you I love you. And that's important too.
Yes.
Show me you love me. I love to be loved, right?
Yes. I love that.
The blue monster says, waving goodbye, watching my snow monster melt, losing my big blue balloon, and having it rain on parade day makes me sad. Sad blue monster.
Oh.
This book is wonderful.
The orange monster says, listening to a terrible thunderstorm, imagine what's hiding under my bed, seeing little creepy crawlies and being chased by grumpy, growly things worries me. I would say in the last 20 years, I have found worry to be the most underwhelming feeling for families, kids, and people. Worry creates anxiousness.
Right.
Anxiousness eventually can turn into a true mental illness with the diagnosis of anxiety. And we tend to be like, don't worry about that. That's not a big deal. And the more we say don't, we're not teaching how to, we're teaching the stuff. And so
Now you're
worry
stressed out
is,
because I am. So,
Right.
but I'm not supposed to be.
yeah, and then what do I do with that? Right? Like thunder is scary. Rainstorms can be scary. In our house, we dance in the rain.
I love that.
We
Do
did
you?
too.
We did on our first date. My husband and I danced in the rain, and we since then we go outside and we
yes.
yep.
And so you watch it
This is so
transition, right?
good.
Like these legacies
Yes.
you create. And now
Yep.
my 6-year-old, he just did it this week.
Love it.
I was in the middle of a million things that felt very time sensitive, and he walked up to me and he looked me in the eyes and he said, "Mama, it's raining." And he put his hand out and he said, will you dance with me? Oh, I'm going to cry. And you know what I said? Yes, I will dance with you.
Yep. Don't pass those moments by. Yes.
It was so beautiful. And we went outside and we danced. And we only danced for like 30 seconds.
right.
But you
Those
did it.
moments.
But you said yes to him and you made him the priority. You showed him that like he was the most important thing at that moment.
Yeah. And it's just not Mama's idea to dance outside. Right? I love that he was like, it's our time.
Yep.
Love it.
It's raining.
Love it.
And that's play. Dancing in the rain. The more sensory experiences we can have, the easier we can heal, and the more likely we are to make memories. So when we're dancing in the rain, we're touching, we're feeling the rain, we're smelling the rain, we're tasting the rain, we're hearing the rain. Storms are a full sensory experience if we get outside, and it's safe, obviously.
Right.
Scary. Did we do scary? The green monster says, growling and showing my sharp white teeth, waving my hands in the air and saying, shoo, shoo, boo, boo, makes me scary. Also love this because how many people, teens, kids, have been the cause of someone else's fear? A lot, right? Like part of screwing up is instilling or creating a feeling in someone else that isn't ideal. And a lot of times we minimize what it must feel like to make a horrible choice that created fear.
Right.
Right? So this isn't about when I get scared. This is about when I scare you. Because we've all scared somebody by some choice we've made. And so when we start reminding kids and people through play, through books, like, you probably have scared somebody before and that probably had some feelings, and this is a safe place to talk about screwing up.
Right.
It's a really, really important feeling. Not when I'm scared, which is also important, but when I scare you.
I love that. So it's
Well,
not
it's
only
taking
awareness
ownership.
of your own personal feelings, but of those around you and
Right.
ownership, like you said, of that.
Yeah.
And it's that empathy.
Realizing that your
modeling and learning
actions.
what that is
Yeah.
and thinking of
Yeah.
it in that way. Remember how you felt when you were just so scared and okay. That's good stuff.
The purple monster says, being upside down, making funny faces, wearing big monster clothes, and gonking around make me feel the last feeling in this book.
Silly.
Silly.
Yay! I love
Yay.
silly. I love that.
What a good book.
So this book invites conversation of feeling, and it does it through monsters, which is a less vulnerable way to think about feelings because it's
Right.
not my feelings, it's that monster's feelings,
Right.
which may or may not be mine. Right? So you're feeling masks. What did you create?
I created this. This is my mask. I have no idea where I was going with it, but I was having fun.
What
Here's my
feelings?
mask. What feelings do I have?
Yeah.
So many. So I did the orange and the purple, right? Because I struggle with anger sometimes, but I'm not feeling anger. I have a lot more peace and harmony in my life recently, and so I didn't put any bright, bold colors on it. I wanted it to be more kind of neutral. And orange is a very intriguing color because I can't figure out exactly what emotion that was that I put on there for. This was calm, like the purple, that nice was very calm. But I don't know about the orange is just kind of, I liked the color and so I wanted to put it on there.
You're
And
on fire right now, girl. You're on fire doing amazing things. That's
and then
how
yeah,
I'm
I did
seeing your
all
mask.
different designs because it was, I think I was doing designs as you were reading the book. Quite honestly, I was like,
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, now that I look back on it, I'm like kind of thinking, okay.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Tell us about your monster
Here
mask.
is my monster mask.
You're so artistic. That's beautiful.
So,
Show it to the camera, Heidi.
here's my monster mask. So I love this because it's, even if the surface looks dark, if you get under it, there's these bright, beautiful colors. And I loved seeing more and more of them come out. And I'm like, I need to get back completely to all of this because I have a lot of this red rage going on right now because of what somebody is doing to me in my life right now. And it's relentless. And the amount of time it is taking up in my headspace And having to be on alert and try to think a step ahead to anticipate is literally filling me with this simmering rage that I don't like the feeling of at all. I don't want it there. I'm trying to just take it away, go away. And so that's what my mask is. It's authentically, that's what's there. Just simmering around the outsides here is just this. I'm so tired of being nice all the time. But it's, I know it'll be fine. It's just, I don't have time for this right now. So, but I don't have any, I have no choice. It is what it is. So there's my mask. But there's beautiful stuff.
It's
under
very
there.
beautiful.
So
It's just the edges that are red.
It's just the edges, and those edges will be. Edges get sanded off. It's fine. It'll be good.
But you're acknowledging it, and I think that's so important.
Putting words to it. Like I said, if you don't put words to things and they stay inside, they build and grow into something even bigger than they need to be. I speak it, and it takes away so much of the power of it. So I don't stuff feelings anymore. I was too good at that. So I'm making myself put words to my real feelings.
And then think about all of the kids and families and adults in our community that don't have the capacity for those words, and how long that play supports the expression for them to finally build up and get to a place to be in their cortex where they can find the words to share the words, right? And that's why play is so important, because for some people that takes years and years and years and years to get to. But these strategies, they will get you there, and the science proves it, right? They will absolutely get you there until you're ready. And sometimes in some situations, we are our like sharpest self, right up there in the cortex, problem solving, full of empathy, great words, great communicator, like, woo! And then we can see something or smell something or feel something or be in a space where we're like, boop, gone. And that's okay. And sometimes we don't know when it's going to happen.
Yes.
Quite often, we don't know when it's going to happen.
It'd be easier if we did, like, oh, it's scheduled in at 2:15 today. Something awful's going to happen.
But then the people around us are like, you were fine 32 seconds ago. What just happened? And when you're in that moment, at least for me, I can't articulate that. I can't explain. I just go, I don't know if I can even get those words out. You know, there's so often that anxiety or whatever will just take me over. And like you said, a smell, a memory, a thought, you know, something that's creeped in, and all of a sudden I'm just a puddle. And I, you know, and again, was fine.
Yes.
Or you wake up one day and the whole world is sitting on your shoulders. But the day before, you were fine. You woke up, you just got out of bed, you just did life.
It's like, how did the world show up here on
Right.
me?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't have my play tools. What do I do?
I know.
Right. Yep.
So we have a few more tools on our table, and I'm like very aware of time, and I kind of wonder like what last exercise and activity should we do? We have some feeling and clay-based work. We have some people to utilize to create those feelings. We have wax sticks to create and shape who we are and our strengths. And then we have a rainbow play meditation to paint with our fingers. What feels like the right way to end our play experience together today?
What do you think, Heidi?
I know what I need. Why don't you choose what you need?
No, you choose what you need.
So
I love it.
I know what I need for myself.
Okay.
Before we finish this, it's just my message back to myself. You know who you are. You know who
Let's
you are.
do that then. I love that.
All right. So grab these wax sticks.
May I have the green ones?
And you'll probably want to share them. There's so many in these packages.
Cool.
They come in tons and tons of colors. The name brand is Wiki Sticks, S-T-I-X. These are not. These are regular old wax sticks. What I love about these is how easy they are to travel with, how easy they are to have accessible to you. You know, one little one can be used for so many cool things.
And just busy work with your hands and fingers just for that.
Keeping that brain engaged. We do a lot of road trips in our family, and so we have road trip bags, and these sticks are always in them.
That's great.
And they can be used as a prompt or as free play. Today I am going to give you a prompt.
Okay, good. I'll uncircle it from my finger then.
Go and grab a few, maybe different colors.
Okay.
Think about you.
Okay.
Here's some green.
Think about who you are and who you want to be. and the pieces of you that are getting you there. Who you are, what you want to be, and the pieces that are getting you there.
Okay.
And you are going to create a symbol for what and whom that is. A symbol of the skills you have that are getting you to where you want to be. And that can be as big or as little, as using as many or as few sticks as you wish.
I love those automatic glue stick retrieval
Symbol
systems.
of who we
Okay.
are and who we want to be, or who we want to be, and what's getting us there. Is that what you
There are
said?
pieces of you that are already working really, really well to get you to where you want to be. Let's honor those pieces and create a symbol for them.
This is great. I'm enjoying this. I didn't know I needed this much therapy this morning, so this was perfect.
You can see how adults really do benefit from play-based
Yep.
therapeutic support.
Well, I loved the article that you had read, that you had sent for us to read, and it was talking about when it's releasing all of the good hormones as opposed to the high levels of adrenaline and cortisol that we carry around with us a lot, I think, as adults. And I just think about when you're at somebody's like backyard party or you're something and you're just playing different games, you know, horseshoes or the ladder ball things or, you know, slip and slide kickball or, oh yeah, we've done that. It's so fun. You put a pool for the bases. So you have slip and slides in between and then you have a pool for the
Do you
bases.
need my address for an invite?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll do that again this summer.
Okay.
It's super dangerous because we're adults now, but
It is my dream to be on an adult kickball league. Because, I mean, seriously, how fun would that be?
I'm very highly competitive, as you
Bring
saw
it.
with the bubble.
Bring it.
It's very funny. I get extreme. I never let my kids win games when they were younger. Like, you know, I mean, I always made them work for it. I didn't, you know, Candyland, I guess I was a little bit nicer with them, but I always made them work hard because I didn't want them to just be given a participation trophy.
The research on that is actually kids benefit from parenting styles where they are not always gifted the chance to win in games. There is a therapeutic strategy around the value of teaching kids how to not win.
I got it right then on that one at least.
So we don't have to do it all over.
Yay.
Mommy loves you. She got better with the other kids as it went, so.
Yes, we always learn with our oldest.
Yeah.
Those are our guinea pigs. My
It's the
oldest
kids
is
that-
almost 20, so I've had a lot of years of learning.
It's the kids that don't have a safe, stable space to be secure and to feel the love that they need to experience those moments of success, right? So, like, those might be the kids that we are helping get really great at something so they can
Where were
truly
you, like,
win.
35
Right.
years ago.
I was at
This is
preschool.
good stuff.
I was at preschool
she
playing.
says.
Yes, as you should.
She was learning her play therapy in preschool.
Getting pushed off a tricycle by my really cute neighbor.
I taught preschool for a couple of years, and it was so fun. It was just
I love the
I taught at a
age.
farm preschool, and we had animals, and we were outside all the time, and it was just so much fun.
So many sensory experiences.
Yep. And we did have one kid that painted the walls with poop one day, so that was different. But
Oh, well, you know.
Somebody always does.
I was like, this is going to be a fun phone call.
that is also a sensory experience.
I believe it.
Admire the artistic, use what you got.
Yep.
So my son in preschool, like this would be Parker, my youngest, the one soon to be deployed. He's always been a very literal kid, like, and I had to learn that in a hurry because I got just this interesting sense of humor. But he's like, he takes things literally, like literally. We found that out when we were going to the doctor's office for immunizations, and I'm like trying to be a good parent. I'm a paramedic. I never lied to my kids, and I explained, like shots, and it's important, and it's actually to help us, and it's something that, I just explained this whole thing to him. only to find out as he is just this little brave soldier of terror, sitting in the doctor's office, fully expecting this doctor's going to come walking out with a shotgun to give him a shot. And he was just terrified, but hadn't said anything. And he was just, his lips started quivering, the tears started coming. And I couldn't, and my heart just broke that he had this traumatic fear inside of him over something that I'm like, oh, honey, no. But his preschool teacher called one day. He says, so your son, I adore him. He makes me laugh all the time. And this was just literally a funny, I want to share this with you. And she said, we don't chew, gum in our class preschool. And she said, I was talking to the kids about it. And she's like, do you know why why do we not, chew our gum in school? And she goes, and if I see you with it, you're just going to go put it in the trash can and stuff. And she goes, all of a sudden I see Parker sitting there, his hands up in the air, and he goes, yes, it's not good to swallow your gum because then when you fart, you're going to blow a bubble in your pants. Because I had jokingly told him that. And
Amazing.
he believed it for sure.
A lifetime of disappointment,
Yes.
right? Just
Like,
trying
nope, just
over
comes
and
out
over and over again.
the other end.
So I have created several wiki sticks that I have wrapped around together to create some like texture. Created myself with neon pink hair.
Nice.
And I am holding a heart balloon with a really, really long rope.
Oh, look at you.
Because something I have really, really worked hard in investing in is making sure no matter where my world takes me, that my family feels that I'm like holding on.
Oh,
So this is
I
them.
love that.
Even when
That's beautiful.
we feel far away, like, I got you.
Yep.
I should have made another one of them like they've got me too.
I'm excited about this one.
I made a camera
Ooh.
because
is so great.
it's 3-dimensional, but I made a camera. Looks like spaghetti. It's very exciting. Take your picture here. This is my camera strap. 'Cause there we go. Love it. But that is me right now. That's my tool. That is my that's what got me through this past couple months, past 6 months, and it brings me so much joy to see other people smile and to capture who they are and just work with them in all different ages and stages and life things. And I've always loved photography, but I didn't realize how much it does for my soul. It's not just my tool. It's not just, it's my everything. So yeah, that's how I express myself and how I've gotten better over the past.
I can attest to that. So
Yeah.
And that is
Yep.
a really cool camera.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like, let's also get, there's even a button right here.
Right? I
like to create.
Yours are both awesome, and mine's just simple. That what I have discovered about myself over the past couple years is I have the ability to love you exactly where you are at. And it fills me and my soul in a way to do that both heals me, but I hope helps encourage them. And I see this is me with my little heart, and I am growing. But when this heart is somebody else, I want to be the sunshine that they need to be this. So that's how
And
I
you
see
are.
myself.
You're a sunshine everywhere you go.
That's
You are.
my thing.
I love that. So,
What a great way to end our time with this.
Yay.
Who we are right now, right? There's more to come. There's more to grow.
Yay.
Absolutely.
We've got some solid roots happening here.
Yes.
we do.
This was truly,
this was great.
This exceeded, I knew this was going to be good. And I was looking forward to it. Like driving here, I'm like, I need this so bad today. I need this so bad today. This exceeded everything. I loved the information you have, the scientific, just it backs this up. I think people want something to be complicated in scientific terminology, but play, really,
Get down to
like
the basics
play,
of it.
there is power in this. And I will say that because I felt it in the doing. I could feel the physical changes and just the dynamics and the interacting. So this has been tremendously enjoyable for me.
So glad.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
You're
And we hope that you guys enjoyed this.
Yes.
This was, I mean, we were having a great time.
I know.
I hope that you were as well. And we're going to have all of the information, all of the links, everything that we can just connected to this. And then you can get a hold of Jacqueline if you have any other questions about it. And we just thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
You're welcome.
This was great. I mean, I have sand
was-
under my nails. I've got stickiness on my hands, and I'm a happy
mess
person.
is
Like
good.
such a happy person.
mess is
Good
good.
day at the office today.
Such a good day.
Yes.
Can I end us with one last fancy statistic?
Please
can.
do.
So when we look at rewiring our brain or learning something new, it takes 300 to 400 times to hear it. Guess how many times it takes if you play it?
Ooh.
Oh, I can't wait.
Under 5, 10? I don't know.
If you play it, I'm going
10
to
to
say.
20. So go,
Compared to the-
go and play.
Oh,
I
I'm all
love
about
that.
it. I'm all about it.
I love that. Go, go, go and,
And
play.
Get out there and play.
Oh, that was perfect.